We got the vibe, fun and friendly all the time. Draft and play and feel the rise. Magic moments in our eyes.
Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic back doing a best of 3 Foundations draft. We've got Drake Hatcher. Well, I just had a pretty awesome experience with this, so I like it. Probably at its best in a blue-red deck, but I'm sure it's playable in blue-white or blue-black. I imagine blue-black has a lot of non-creature spells as well. Other good cards in here. Well, Dragon Trainer, I haven't played with it yet, but it seems like a pretty good card. 2 bodies in 1. If you have a bunch of like blink effects or ways to make it re-enter, it's pretty good. Angel Finality. I feel like this could have been a common, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I guess it's 3/4 flyers, so decent body for 4 mana. Mild-Mannered Librarian. Haven't played with it, played against it. Doesn't seem great, but it's an uncommon. I mean, it nets you a card, so it can pay for itself. Cathar Commando rather. I like that one. It's efficient. Hungry Ghoul, good for the sack deck. And I kind of like the pick. Tolarian Terror is good, but let's take the Hatcher first. See if we can make that work. Otherwise, see what else is in these packs. So, best card in this pack is probably Ruby, because it ramps and it gets bigger and it has haste. A lot of upside to that card. I don't think Juggernaut's very good anymore, unfortunately. Probably could have made that a common too, honestly. So Joust Through is some playable removal at its best for the life gain deck. Klinkent, Sky Mage, a little bit too clunky for my taste. There's Cathar Commando. Could take the Eaten Alive. Or it could just take the Goblin Surprise now and try and make the Drake Hatcher work. I'm not giving up anything insane for it. I mean, I think Bite Down, Eaten Alive, and Ruby are probably all better, but Goblin Surprise did work really well with Drake Hatcher. And Strix Lookout is kind of whatever. Maybe good for a Threshold deck. I'm going to go with Goblin Surprise. I think it's going to work. It's going to be at its best in blue-red spells. And I'm not giving up anything too crazy, like I said, in that pack in order to do that. So I could take the Slumbering Cerberus here. It's a 2-drop. It's got 4 power. That's pretty good. Erudite Wizard, Turtle, and Sky Mage really aren't doing that much for me. The Valkyrie is good if you have a lot of angels. Doubling Season feels just clunky enough where I don't want to play it. There's quite a few of these kind of like expensive enchantments that are powerful, but really require you to kind of dirtle a little bit. And dirtling is just not quite as easy as it used to be. I feel okay taking the Slumbering Cerberus. I think it's a fine card. What's nice is that it can untap on your opponent's turn too, so it can actually be pretty efficient as a 2-mana 4/2. Bolt Wave, well, not bad, but since it's, a spell that works with like prowess and stuff like that, can't burn creatures with it. But Balmor, this seems like a great opportunity to take Balmor. This is the right deck for it. Good legend, fun card. Healer's Hawk is very good in this format because of lifelink. All the Cathar Commandos in the world. There's Eaten Alive right next to the Burglar Rat that it's good with. But we'll take the Balmor and be pretty happy about that. Okay, well, we currently don't have anything to find with Micromancer, but we can change that. Otherwise, there's Hidetsuku's Second Right. I guess you can, kill somebody for 4 mana if they're at 10 life. And then there's Light Shell Duo, which is totally playable, but I think the upside of Micromancer is definitely there. Even though we currently don't have anything to find with it, we can hopefully find some. So Archer kind of makes sense for this deck. Otherwise, Element. Do I like the Adept or the Archer more? That's, Adept arguably might be better since it can, I feel like Adept might be better than Archer. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure. I think the fact that this can flash in is pretty relevant. You can get surprise blocks, and would you rather play 2 spells and deal 2 damage to your opponent, or play 2 spells and have a 4/3? Probably the latter. So Firebrand can kill X1s, at least maybe good out of sideboard. Otherwise, Icewind Elemental is playable, not terribly exciting. I think we'll take the Firebrand. For now, we possibly could main deck it. This isn't exactly the archetype you want for it, but I really like Spectral Sailor, but we might just need this Think Twice and go for more prowess, because Think Twice is just so good with prowess and Balmor and all that. It's just such an important card for this archetype. I think I'm going to take it, despite the Sailor being pretty good too. So there's Erudite Wizard now. Maybe I'll just take Refute. We do have a decent amount of flash now. Think Twice, Adept, Goblin Surprise. Yeah. Okay. And Erudite Wizard is very much just an okay card anyway. So Goldvein Pick actually does turn on the prowess cards, but we'll take Refute. I'm cool with that. We could take a Lookout. Don't love it. Don't hate it. Or I could take Windscarred Crag if I wanted to splash something in white. I'm going to take the Crag. I don't know if that's right. I just don't think we're going to need the Lookout. I'm just going to cut the uncommon here. Doubt we play it, but we'll take it for now. We'll take a Bolt Wave. I doubt we play this too, but technically it does. It's an instant sorcery that hits our opponent. Turns on prowess. If we get enough prowess, I think Bolt Wave's probably fine. I'm not going to take the black card here. All right, Rogue's Passage can make things unblockable, but we'll see if we need it. Alicia, Who Laughs at Fate. 3 mana, 2/2 first strike. When it attacks, put a counter on it. If you attack this turn, return target creature card. Mana value less than its power to graveyard at the battlefield. It's pretty cool. We're probably looking at Bouncer, Thrill. So Thrill, I like Bouncer in a vacuum just because it's a nice tempo card, but I could see taking Thrill as well as just more prowess value and, you know, Balmor value, all that. And it's an instant. I think we'll take the Thrill. I'm going to try and go really heavy instant sorcery and see if we can make this pay off. How many wizards do we have currently? We have 5 wizards already? Well, that's going to make this Arcane Epiphany pretty amazing. So we'll take that. Another Bouncer in there as well. So Immolator is just absolutely what this deck wants. It's got prowess, and even if we didn't have a lot of prowess, a 2 mana 2/2 that can kill something is just amazing. So such an important card for our deck right now. Easily taking it. Very happy about it. I really like Solemn Simulacrum. I think this card is just good in general, but I could see taking the Tolarian Terror now because we've got a pretty good instant sorcery count. That's a nice, you know, it's a nice thing to pay 1 mana for. Uncharted Voyage is playable. How badly do I want this Solemn? I mean, Solemn for this deck really doesn't do that much, so I think I'll take the Terror for the synergy. Hope we can get some more cheap instants and sorceries. Don't really need any of this. Could take Witness Protection for sideboard if there's something I can't deal with. It does technically turn on prowess, but in general I don't love it. Wow, we actually miss on this pack? Guess we'll take another Windscarred Crag because I don't think we're taking the Spitfire Lagac. And maybe we could splash white if we got something worth splashing. So I could take the Cavalry, don't really like that. Could splash a Banishing Light, I guess. And we're probably going to wheel some Campus Guides anyway. Turns on prowess, but it's not an instant or sorcery, but I probably like it more than Divine Resilience. All right. Well, that turns on prowess too. That's pretty cool. Could take an offer you can't refuse. It's not great with prowess though, because it's a reactive spell. Maybe I want the Uncharted Voyage since I can... Oh, although you can find this with Micromancer, huh? Yeah, because right now all that we have is Bolt Wave that you can find. All right, I'll take an offer you can't refuse. Okay, we'll take the campus guide. I don't really want it, but in case I want to splash Vanishing Light for some reason. Take a Tranquil Cove. It also allows us to splash white. We have all the ways in the world to splash white. Goblin Borders, hoping to not play that. Nothing on color. We'll take the weakest card. Just probably Grow from the Ashes. Could take the Firebrands. Prefer to not play the Firebrands if we don't have to, but we're on to pack 3 now, so I gotta find some real goodies. All right, Fabloom Trick. It's definitely what the doctor ordered. Let's get rid of these for now. Great card in a vacuum. Or I should say good card in a vacuum, great card in a deck like this. So happy to take that. We're not gonna play Giada. Sky Knight Squire, I could splash this, but not worth it. I don't even think we're splashing Vanishing Light. That doesn't seem worth it either. There we go. Super happy now. Thrilled, as a matter of fact. We just got hooked up with one of the best rares we could get for this archetype. So, phenomenal card. Going to make all our instant sorceries cheaper. How many do we even have? I guess we only have 8 right now. I mean, that's not a bad count, but we want some more. It's in the pack with Distraction and Think Twice and Goblin Surprise. Hopefully we get one of those back. I'd even take the Cyclops at this point, but obviously we take the Archmage of Runes pretty happily. What's this do? Creatures control for each. Wow. That's kind of a cool card because we have a decent wizard count. Yeah, we have 7 wizards. Wow. It's kind of cool. Other options are Mocking Sprite, which makes stuff cheaper, or we could take Imprison in the Moon, which is a blue removal spell. And we are a little removal light, so I could see taking the Imprison in the Moon. I mean, this is cool, but we're not, I guess, am I going to do it for wizards? Probably not. It's a little clunky. It's just clunky enough where I don't want to go for it. But we'll take Imprison in the Moon, get another removal spell, because creature count's kind of there, actually. Ooh, another Balmor? I would do another Balmor. I'm kind of okay with that. I think it's powerful enough for what we're trying to do with Fabloom Trick and Goblin Surprise, which I'm hoping we get another surprise back. It is a legend, but that's okay. So heroic reinforcements might be worthy of the splash here. Otherwise, I take another Tolarian Terror. I don't really think this is an Aetherized deck. So yeah, it's Terror versus... I mean, Reinforcements is a tremendously strong card in general. But is it worth it on the splash? I mean, it's also amazing with Balmor. Yeah, I might just splash Reinforcements. We'll see. Fleeting Distraction, huge pickup. We can find it with Micromancer. It cantrips. It triggers prowess. Just what we want. Another Balmor. 3 might be too many. But I guess the only other thing is a Mocking Sprite, which I guess doesn't even make that many things cheaper in here, honestly. Makes a few things cheaper, but it's kind of clunky itself. 3 Balmors is probably too much, but it is a strong card. It's just when you're playing Legends like that. So I could take Goblin Negotiation. Makes a bunch of 1/1s. I think I'm going to take the Bouncer. It's just nice to have a little bit of tempo stuff here. So we got the second. All right. Well, I'd say we're in business now with where we probably don't even need to splash. I think we have just enough goodies where we're going to be fine. Best card here is probably, yeah, Helpful Hunter. Another Bolt Wave. I don't even know if we're... I don't know if we're doing Bolt Wave, but we could. So we didn't get the Think Twice back, but that's okay. So the Tolarian Terror is actually looking great in here now. And we only have 3 cuts to make. Campus Guide's gone. Do we need 3 Balmors? Probably not. Right now we're at 14, 15 creatures. I can cut the Offer You Can't Refuse. Probably better out of sideboard. Am I going to try Bolt Wave? I guess the question is, can we even deal enough damage? Well, Bolt Wave's pretty good with Balmor. If you can push through enough damage, you can win with Bolt Wave. Maybe I cut the Refute. And that way we're kind of all in damage build. Don't need to splash heroic and reinforcements, even though I like it a lot. Ooh, I don't want this Clinkant. Okay, we don't want the... I don't really like that card, so let's make sure we're not running anything else that's kind of mediocre. Cerberus could probably go too, but... because we don't have that many actual kill spells, although it's pretty good with Balmor. If you give it Trample. And it's a 2-drop. So 12, really we only have 14 creatures now. That could be a problem. And 3 of them are Balmors, so you can in fact have too many Balmors. I mean, I could take Firebrand. It kind of has synergy with Cerberus. It's just not exactly what this deck wants to do. We could splash heroic reinforcements. I'm not opposed. Just because I'm not seeing anything screaming out at me here that's like incredible otherwise. Like I could go down to 2 Balmors, which I think is more reasonable in a 40 card deck. 3 is gonna gunk me up, I think. And then I can do reinforcements, and we can bring in the Cove and the 2 Crags and the Campus Guide. So then we're splashing that, and we probably don't need to splash Banishing Light unless there's something significantly weaker. Yeah, it's probably better than Bolt Wave. But this only triggers off instants and sorceries, so maybe not. I want to keep my count really high for these Balmors and for Archmage. Yeah, okay. All right. So 4 ways to get... oh, I suppose if we're running Campus Guide, we're going to need 1 island, or 1 plains rather. Is it worth the splash? Well, we're going to find out the hard way here. Whoops. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 4 white sources. Okay. Plenty to find with Micromancer. I think it's okay. I think it's an okay deck. It's got some cool stuff going for it. 2 Balmors, Archmage of Runes. Heroic Reinforcements on the splash. That's not really affecting the mana base that much. Because we have 8. We have 8 and 8. 8 blue, 8 red. And 4 white. 5 if you include the Campus Guide, which is fine. Cerberus is kind of the weak link here. Because I don't know how many times things are going to die. But I presume some things are going to die. Because otherwise, what am I running over the Cerberus? I'm doing like a Firebrand maybe for the versatility of being able to kill something. I mean, I feel like Firebrand should be in the same deck as Cerberus, but... so I don't know if it makes sense to cut the Cerberus to play the Firebrand. And like I said, we are creature light, although that's not true. We have the Trick, the Surprise, and the Reinforcements, which can all count as creatures, so that's pretty good. 15. Okay, Campus Guide's kind of a weak card in general, but do have some double blue in here as well. How many wizards did we end up with? 7? That's pretty good. All right, I mean, it looks like a fun deck. Bolt Wave kind of seems like a trap card. I see it wheeling all the time. But in this deck with double Balmor, I feel like it kind of makes sense for setting up a big attack. We'll see. It also, you know, makes Tolarian Terror cheaper, so it could be good. Okay, well, we'll run it like this and see you round 1. Okay, round 1, we'll play first. I think we're going to keep... I can see why not to keep this hand, because we don't have any red mana, but Archmage of Runes has got to be one of our strongest cards, so I feel like it's wrong to not take it. I might just play Distraction here if they play a creature. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. I could double block it with the trick. I don't really want to. I mean, I could have prevented them from getting a rabbit there, I guess, but... All right, that was a good draw. Do the Micromancer. The distraction for the card draw. All right, no play. That's good. I think I'm going to leave him back now because Archmage is kind of important here. All right, that's not a huge deal. All right. So I'm going to do this just to draw 2 cards. Basically just divination. There we go. There we go. There's our red mana. And we'll pass. All right, let's do think twice. Okay, so then we can go land. We can go Bolt Wave. Let's go Immolator. Guess we can do the think twice first. There we go. Good. So let's just get in for 5 here. And then we'll play the Terror. Could I have done Bolt Wave plus Terror? I might have been able to do that instead. Uh-oh. Can't quite make it. All right. Go to game 2 here. So we can do an offer you can't refuse and turn off that win con. That's pretty good. Probably dump the Bolt Wave. And could do refute too. Yeah, that's not bad. Maybe get rid of the other Bolt Wave. Okay, we'll try that. Turning off epic proportions seems pretty relevant to me. All right, it's a good hand. We have another Belmore, so even if they joust through, we're still okay. Especially given that they don't have another follow-up play. That's nice. So can do the bouncer first. Just makes best use of mana, I feel like. Sets up for a better reinforcements. All right. So we can Imprisoned in the Moon and attack. Otherwise we can Balmor. Not the best use of mana, but unfortunately reinforcements gets wrecked by Authority of the Councils too. All right. Even with fleeting distraction, my bouncer can't survive. Huh. Don't love it. Really don't love it. But here we go. Am I going to pay full price for Tolarian Terror? Oh, I guess it's reduced by 1. So I can do Feybloom Trick. Both intertapped. Jeez. Just getting beat up. Feel like he's just got perfect counter for the deck here. Another veteran. I'm just getting annihilated here. And this is going to intertap too. Wow. I'm just getting destroyed here. Like, just absolutely annihilated. Okay, let's see here. I can't even double block that, right? Because if I double block that, I'm still taking too much, so I probably have to block like this. And then I can't even Fleeting Distraction and survive too, huh? All right, I guess I lose everything. I guess I should have probably weakened something there. All right. See you for round 2. Okay, round 2. I'll play first. Yeah, this looks good. Got our main colors. We have Hatcher. We got Fleeting Distraction to help find more lands, which we will need. And it makes Tellurian Terror cheaper, so that's good. I'm going to actually play this to hopefully find a land. Well, I did say I wanted a land, but I was kind of hoping it was a different one. I mean, I guess they missed their land drop. That's good, right? Okay, so we can do the Goblin Surprise. Guess I can do Bleeding Distraction on their turn to play the Terror. Okay. We have Imprison in the Moon too if they tap out for a big dude. And that way I can get a Drake online too. Well, guess I can't quite do that. Well, I can find the white mana, but I think we're getting a 5/5 online now. All right, there's our white land. So I don't have the ward mana yet for Bouncer or Imprison in the Moon, so guess we can just play a Campus Guide. I don't really need to search up a... Well, I guess I do if I want to hit the Prowler, so... Well, if I want to hit it with the Bouncer, I need a land. It's a tough one. Because I don't really want to draw a land otherwise. I think we'll wait. I can just Imprison in the Moon it and at least hit my prowess. I mean, I don't really want to waste a draw on a land here when I've got 5 lands already. Although I don't have my second blue. That's true. I guess we can take 8. Yeah, not that exciting of a draw either. So I play the Enforcements. This gets Prowess. Only becomes a 3/5. Well, I guess we just bounce the Savior and get a Drake token online. Let's see. So I need to chump, I think. So I guess we'll chump the 9 and take 6. All right, so 6 mana. So I can do Cerberus plus Reinforcements here. I don't think that's quite good enough, though. Nope, not quite. Huh. Yeah, tough spot. Real tough spot here. Tough spot. I guess I can do Cerberus plus Reinforcements. They still have the Savior block, don't they? All right, I'm still gonna do it. Yeah, the Felidar Savior being a 3/4 is killing me right now. All right, we'll go to game 2. Let's see. Celestial Armor. Just pretty much standard. I mean, I guess I could do Witness Protection. Yeah, maybe we'll do that instead of a Bolt Wave. Maybe Banishing Light instead of a Bolt Wave too. I mean, it's still same problem with the Imprison and the Moon. It's just clunky. But at least, that can deal with Celestial Armor, I guess. All right. Let's run it back here. Okay, we'll play first. It's a keep. Not quite as good as I'd like it to be, but we've got all 3 colors at least. And Epiphany's cheaper now. I guess that's good. I feel like if they attack, I probably shouldn't block, unfortunately. Because if they attack into 3 mana, 1/3 that gets pumped, and then with a 2/2, it really tells me they have a trick. And I want my Balmor to survive quite a bit here. All right, well, that's good news. So at least we can do Arcane Epiphany now. And make this Stellarian Terror cheaper. And now I don't really care if Balmor dies, because at least I'll get to resolve this Epiphany and make my terrors cheaper. All right. Didn't find anything with it, huh? Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, that's good. So Cerberus, and we can leave up Fleeting Distraction. Okay. I'm on board with that. And then we can start powering out some Tolarian terrors. It's a good rep. Guess I have Banishing Light, so that's okay. Gains Hexproof and Indestructible until end of turn. Card's pretty amazing as it turns out. At least we still have Trample though, so that's good. Problem is now their Horn Beetles are going to get pumped too. Jeez. I guess it could be worse. Really wish they'd killed Balmor there. It's almost like they knew he had Balmor in hand. Maybe I should have just played the Tolarian Terrors. Was I too much in a hurry? I don't know. It's a reasonable question. Ooh, two Celestial Armors, huh? It's pretty ridiculously strong. Just casually getting in for 10 damage. Yeah, pretty nuts. Well, I'm glad they didn't attack with one, I guess. That's good. Goblin Surprise too. Well, that's nice. So why don't we just Banishing Light one beetle? Get in here. And I suppose I could so if I surprise and trample, it's 4, they'll take 3, 4, take 7. I guess now we can play 2 Tolarian Terrors. That's decent. All right. Not really worried about that. Attacking, sure. Okay. So I can think twice first. No cards left in hand. Okay, so we can bounce the elite. And for 2 here. All right. So, did I cut both bolt waves? Now I'm like afraid to find out. Because I don't have any... Oh, I still have a fleeting distraction in here too. All right. Guess we'll find out. Nope. Cut them all. Right when I need it is when we cut it. Oh, man. Yeah, that hurts. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. Oh, bummer. All right. I guess we'll play a Tolarian Terror and pass. Now they just have a removal spell and we die. Geez, right when you cut your bolt waves is right when you need them. All right. That's fine. All right. I mean, I have to attack here, so... Oh, it's got trample, too, because of the Gnarlid colony? This doesn't, though, right? Okay. So we'll just take 8. And then at least we got him. Assuming. We have Balmor, so we're fine. We just give trample again. All right. Won by the skin of our teeth. And cutting that bolt wave sure proved to be painful, huh? Gosh. What did I cut for the other one? Just witness protection. Then what's the other card I brought in? Now I can't even remember. Oh, Banishing Light. Well, I still think I need him for these stupid Celestial Armors. Can that even hit Celestial Armor? No, can't. Jeez. I mean, I guess an offer you can't refuse can counter one of these Celestial Armors. Maybe I want that instead of splashing a Banishing Light. Okay. Witness protection actually just looks terrible here, to be honest. They have their Horn Beetles, their +1/+1 counter dudes, just going to be bad. All right, let's just bring in 1 Bolt Wave. So we at least have a way to win if they're at a low life total and we draw Micromancer. Let's keep. We've got Cerberus into Adept, maybe. All right. I'm going to do Belmore here. Because I guess I don't really care that much if... Well, the fact that they have double colony makes me just want to take it here. All right. So I guess I can do the Cerberus and leave up offer you can't refuse. That's pretty good. I'll stay back, I think. All right, so they play the Prowler. Oh wait, it was my turn? Dang. Guess I can attack with Cerberus here. I don't need to. I'll play the land. And I think we'll leave up Adept and an offer you can't refuse. Just get an army going, I guess. No reach, right? No. Okay. All right. I think I still want the fleeting distraction. Another card is more valuable here. Ooh, there's a good rip. I feel like I need to be patient here, though. So I'm just going to get in here. I guess this triggers prowess. Maybe the bouncer can go. All right. See you for round 3. We got to keep it, I think. The Drake Catcher's important. Campus Guide can find more lands, hopefully. All right, well, now we have all our colors, I guess. All right. Not the end of the world. So do this. And guess we can get a red mana because, to be honest, I don't need it, but it builds towards Solarian Terror and lets me do Bolt Wave plus Goblin Surprise, I guess. All right, well, it's going to be tough to beat. That is going to be real tough to beat. I don't think they block anyway. And I guess we Bolt Wave to make Terror cheaper. And we'll make a couple 1/1s. I don't think we're going to be able to erase this, though. So Imprison in the Moon would be a good draw. That's about the only out we're going to get for this Exemplar of Light. But I can bring in the Banishing Light, I guess, if they're playing maybe a fatty deck. It also deals with their Banishing Light. So, dead next turn. Archmage is a good card, but not going to get us out of this mess. All right, we'll go to the next game here. Oh, they showed us Celestial Armor too. I'm kind of glad they did that. But we'll bring the Banishing Light. Offer you can't refuse does deal with Banishing Light and Celestial Armor. So maybe we want that. And then we'll cut the Bolt Waves again. What did I cut last time where I kept one Bolt Wave? Oh, I cut the Banishing Light. But no, Banishing Light seems pretty good here. All right. So I have to remember, Micromancer can't find me Bolt Wave. I'm just going to have to be okay with that. Unless I want to cut a Thrill, but I really don't. I want to keep my instant sorcery count pretty high here. Okay, I'll play first. Yeah, gonna have to be good enough. Wow, it's a tough Surveil choice, huh? So I'll probably do a couple fleeting distractions, make this cheaper. All right. Tough choice here. I guess Cerberus, maybe? I mean, I want the Belmore too, but we'll do the Cerberus, I guess. I guess Belmore would keep the Healer's Hawk back. That's true. Oh, I'm fine with that. I have Inspiring Paladins, huh? All right, well, let's get Archmage on now. Hope they don't have the thinger. Oh, I'm fine with that. I was gonna say, yeah. Hope they don't have Banishing Light. All right. Okay. Land. Well, I think we're doing Balmor first. Keep the Flyers at bay here. Well, I'm gonna block it because I don't have any instants and sorceries right now. I mean, it's a bummer. It's not what I want, but like I said, I don't have any instant sorceries, so kind of a tough choice there. I guess I can attack there. It's fine. All right. Could be worse. Well, we're going to have to rip some gas, or we're not going to get there. Ah, sad. Well, I feel like this deck should have done just a whole lot better than it did. Just a whole lot better than this. But what are you going to do? Like, we should have demolished our opponent here. I feel like this is kind of embarrassing how bad we're doing. So let's see if I block here, block here, block here. Where does that leave me? And then I blow up the 2/2, so I take 3, 6, 8. So I can't do that. So Balmor's going to have to block something bigger. Let's say I block here. It's so hard to see these lines too. So I'm going to kill that 2/2. So I'll take 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. So can't do that. That's getting blocked. So block here. Kill that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right, ended up going 1-2. Really, really like this deck a lot, but that was horrible. I mean, I just got annihilated by a couple beatdown decks. Couldn't put anything cool together. So that's disappointing. Let's do a pack one, pick one here. I mean, Trickster's pretty sweet. All your stuff has flash, and it's a flash itself. I mean, there's nothing else even. Well, bulk up can be good, definitely. But yeah, I guess I would just take Trickster and be happy about it. All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.